Hey, everybody, welcome to the episode of the Personal Experience Podcast. I am thrilled that you're here. Hey, in today's episode, I want to talk about creating lasting connections with your customers and how it is the key to your success. Even if you are creating an evergreen or a hybrid experience so that you can help to scale your business. All right, so we're going to dive into this topic. It is near and dear to my heart as you think about how do you not only build a business that you love, but one that your customers love and stay and connect with you. Okay, so in the world of coaching, strong connections with your customers key to your success. It is all about how you can maintain those connections, how you can keep people's attention and get them results so that they stay and they're super happy with what you have to offer. All right, so let's talk about how to do that, even if you are in an evergreen or hybrid experience, which we call infinite scale. And the very first thing to do is first impressions matter, right? Like think about how first impressions make a huge impact when you meet somebody for the first time, right? So the very first thing I would recommend is to have a personalized onboarding experience. How do you build something that gives people expectations, help them feel valued, and have them know that they're in the right place? Having a one-on-one call, if you're going to have one, is awesome at this stage of the game. It sets the tone. It gives you a chance to get to know somebody, who they are, what they like, and sort of what their personality is, right? And then you can drop them into a personalized onboarding experience, which means that they are getting what they need at the exact moment they're getting it. And so while you've created, sort of a standard curriculum, a signature methodology that has a starting point and an ending point, everyone may be starting just at a little bit of a different place, right? Like if you are really specific about your avatar and you're only getting people in who are exactly the same, then great. But most of the time, you're going to have people who are, who have the problem that you can solve, that they're just starting at slightly a different place. So drop them in at the right place. That allows them to feel like they are in the right place and that they are able to go through the experience that's going to be helpful for them and not just cookie cutter. It will make a huge difference. So the second thing is think about how you're engaging people when you're creating content and when you're communicating. The more you can obviously personalize the experience, but really think about how are you helping them take action? How can you challenge them or include them in the flow of the content so that they feel like they're a part of it, right? And it's personalized to them. And make sure that your personality is coming out, right? So when you're creating engaging content and communications, it's about their journey and you're the guide that's guiding them through that journey. But also show your personality. People are attracted to different people and different people's messages. And so there's a reason why someone, chose you in order to help them get from point A to point B. They wanted you to be their guide or their mentor. And so a little bit of personality. Who are you? And bring that into the conversation. It will help them connect and engage with you as you continue forward in the experience, even if you're not showing up live. One of my favorite stories that I always tell is that I was at a conference and someone came up to me and they're like, oh my gosh, you totally helped me this morning, when you were teaching me this thing and and I'm like, I didn't talk to you this morning. And he was like, oh my gosh, yes, it was the video that I was watching. And so the key to remember is that even if you're not showing up live, they're still engaging with you. They're still learning from you. They're still, being a part of the experience that you are creating for them. And so it's super important to remember that. Just the other day, I had one of my clients say, hell, I've been out of the office and I've been doing all these things and I feel super disengaged with this group that I have going through my experience. It's a really weird feeling. And, she's like, well, I just have been kind of feeling like that. But then that morning, one of her clients came up to her and said, oh my gosh, how, I don't know how you feel disconnected. I feel like I'm talking to you 5 times a day. And she was like, oh my gosh, yeah, because of the experience that she had created, this person felt totally connected with her, even though she was off doing something else. And so remember the power of what is happening behind the scenes, because you have created something that people are able to engage and interact with you, even if you're not there. Okay, and number three is, really work on creating a vibrant community or group where people can feel connected with you, but then also with other people who are going through the same experience. And this doesn't have to be done live in person or live on the phone. This could be something that you're creating and fostering community, even if people aren't connecting live and in person or even live virtual. And so really think about, how do you connect people together, even if, again, they're not going through it at the same time. There are definitely ways to create that connection point. So work on that. Number four is automated with personal touch. And I love this, and maybe I'll use this as a podcast as of another day, but automation doesn't have to be like, you know, super cold and formal and just like a form letter, right? It can really be personalized and feel like it's coming from your actual email inbox, right? I was just thinking about this morning as I need to send out some follow-up for an event that I did. I was like, oh, well, I should just write individual messages to people. And I thought about it and I'm like, okay, well, what if I sent out an automated email that looked like it was a personal message from me? Would there be a difference? And the answer is no, right? Like I'm still putting thought into it. I'm still thinking about the person. I'm still creating an email that is personalized. It just is going to be personalized for multiple people. And the automation will do that for you. And so it's a really nice way for you to think about the connection, but also be able to deliver without having to write, 4,200 emails or whatever it is. So really think about that strategy. You can add a regular live interactions into your experience, meaning there are times that you're showing up live. Obviously, live virtual is always a good idea, but also through surveys and polls and direct conversations, just like ways that you're asking for feedback to be able to get that two-way conversation going on. Number 7, again, is show your authentic self. Like, be human, be who you are, and show up that way. That is something that is super important for people. They want to know your journey. They want to know your successes, your challenges, and everything else in between. Now, be professional and don't, bring them into your mess if there's something that's going on that you're going through, but share your lessons learned, share who you are and what you're going through and how you can relate to them, because it's really going to help you create a connection. So definitely these are kind of the 7 tips that I would say are helpful to create a connection, even if you're creating an evergreen or a hybrid experience where you're not like in front of them all of the time. And you can do these things and it doesn't add any more time to your day. And that is the key, is how do you create that connection without literally being on the phone or having somebody in front of you all of the time. All right, so there you go. That is how you build lasting connections in your hybrid or evergreen coaching model. It's all about being personal, engaging, and authentic. So hopefully this episode was helpful for you. If you need help kind of dialing in how to do some of these, definitely schedule a free coaching call with me, and we'll see where you are and how we can help you implement these into your business. And if you love this episode, as always, please feel free to subscribe, rate, and leave a review. Can't wait to catch up with you next time. Until then, have a great day.
Hey everybody, are you a business owner ready to streamline and scale your business? Imagine solving the biggest business challenges with clarity, a strategy, and a clear plan. Hey, I'm Bryan, and I want to invite you to take the first step towards transforming your business with a free 30-minute discovery call. This call is an opportunity to discuss your goals, identify key challenges, and learn how my mentorship program can help you achieve the success you're aiming for. In just a half hour, we'll explore how you can scale your business by enhancing your authority strategy, engagement strategy, and retention strategy. You'll get personalized advice and a clear path forward. Ready to take the first step? Click on the link below that's in the show notes to book your free discovery call now. I hope to talk to you soon.